see. Okay, we ready now? Girl, happy, wonderful, blessed Sunday. You must didn't have nothing to do, Mama. You must didn't have nothing. You the first one here. You must be relaxed and just doing your thing on this Sunday. I'm the first. Yes, you're the first person. The first queen. There you go. First queen of the queendom to pop in. Girl, I'm going to work, girl. I'm going to work. Me and my daughters, godmom, we've been running around for the past 2 days, me and her hanging out together. Last night we went downtown, not downtown Chicago, but downtown where I live at. And they had a cute little festival down there, right? And it's this couple, their husband and wife, and I'll be going in later. Will you? I get off at 5 o'clock. I work from 12 to 5 today. So I'm going to run and grab me a cup of ice. Because you know I got to have my ice. Run and grab me a cup of ice and then I'm going to head on out. But anyway, this couple, husband-wife team, they said their whole family paints. They're a family of painters. And I'm talking about painting portraits, great, awesome work. When I say their work is amazing, I couldn't afford that. One only thing that I probably could have afforded, they had one that was there that was for about $500. That was about the cheapest one, Tamika, that we saw that was there. Girl, they had paintings for $3,500, $1,800, $5,900. I think they had one that was probably $1,200 or something like that. But it was worth every bit of it because they were really good. And literally, the lady, she had her paint clothes on and everything, and my friend, she like, what is she doing? And she was finna do another painting. She was squeezing out her paint bottles and putting them on her thing, and was literally painting on the little stool on the sidewalk right where she was with all these different people, walking past. But I got to say, their work was awesome. Honey, hustle hard. That was the true meaning of hustle hard. That's why I say, if you got a talent, a craft, if you're doing your own business, I don't give a damn what business it is. I don't care what. Do the best. Do your very best. Get your coins. Get your money. Do what you gonna do. I do my thing, honey. I got all kind of hustles. I'm not, because I have to work my ass off. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a choice. I'm a single mother. I got to do, every time these kids ask for something, some jeans, some gym shoes, some clothes, any and everything that they ask for, I got to get it. I got to get it. Ain't nobody else to get it. Ain't no husband around to get it. No boyfriend around to get it. Nobody to help me. So I always have to, work it out. And it's hard because money don't come easily. Money don't come easy. Can y'all thumb up this video, please? I'm about to go run in here right quick. Run in here. And let me I guess I better take my purse. And grab my cup of ice. Tamika, don't go nowhere, baby. Stay right there. Okay, I'm back, you guys. I hope that didn't take too long, Tamika. Because, girl, I was trying to hurry up. All right, let's take this off. Woo, so I can breathe. Get some air in this car, honey. Gotta put the seatbelt on, be safe. Oh, we got 3 thumbs up. All right, let's go. Yep, come on in the room. Tell them, you know they in the bushes. You know they in the bushes, honey. They in the bushes. They slithering around. Honey, they doing their thing. Let me tell you something. Every time, no matter what it is that you do when you're online or whatever else, it's gonna always be somebody that's gonna be watching, you know. They don't want to come out. They don't want you to see them. They don't want you to know that they're there, but they're there, and they just want to watch. Voyeurism is a multi-billion-dollar business. That's why you get all these little girls and everybody that, you know, go online and do their adult online thing or whatever it is, and the numbers and stuff start falling in because they just want to see. They just want to see. I talked about this before. That's why they'll come in, they'll pop in, they'll pop out, you know, see what I'm doing or whatever. They go and they click to another channel or another platform or whatever. I was always told, like when I used to do my TV stuff regularly, you know, and I was very serious about it, the producers always told me, and directors always told me, that you do whatever it is that you have to do to keep them on that channel. You never want them to go flicking through the channel, because we keep the remote in our hand, we keep our cell phone remote. The second somebody starts to bore them, what do? They go someplace else. They flick back and forth, and it's all about the ratings. It's about the numbers, just like they do it here. When they get great numbers, what do they say? They be like, I got 1,000 in my check, and I got more money and more numbers than you, and I'm making more money than you, and you know, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And then if you don't do something interesting, it bores them, they go somewhere else. And that was one of the reasons why y'all notice that Dr. Phil went from, and I'm using Dr. Phil because I was on his show and I know how it works, I know how it goes. Dr. Phil went from, if you remember when he was back with Oprah, and he was Oprah's good friend, you know, and you know, she introduced him as this doctor, and he talked about how he saved her when the cow suit, you know, when they were suing the farmers were suing her and all that kind of stuff. And then when he got his show, everything that he did, it was about helping somebody, right? It was always about helping somebody, because he's the doctor, you know, he's the psychiatrist, you know, he's supposed to know what helps that you need, you know, what services and stuff that you need. And then when Maury, remember, Maury was, who's the daddy? Okay, Maury blew up off of that. Maury blew up off of who's the daddy, who's your baby daddy, and the transsexual things. You remember he used to always have the transgenders or transex or whatever guys on it that was beautiful, gorgeous. They looked like gorgeous women, and he would mix in the real women with them. Remember? And he would say, I bet you can't tell. I bet you can't tell. Maury was the first to bring that out, even before RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul Drag Race wasn't the first to bring them out and give them notice. It was Maury. Y'all better look. Y'all better pay attention. It was Maury. Then once RuPaul came out to do it, RuPaul is known in the industry for being a drag queen and being the best drag queen. He got popular. He didn't get until he did that song, You Better Work It, Girl. Do your thing on the runway, work. Y'all remember that? It went viral. Everybody saw how his wig was flawless, the makeup was flawless, the dresses was flawless. He was fucking the queen king, okay, of the drag race thing. So when he got his own show, it just blew up. But when you want to give credit, because they never give credit to the OGs, when you want to give credit where credit is due, it came from Maury, the Maury Povich show. So then Dr. Phil's, numbers start dropping. He wasn't the king no more. Wasn't nobody interested in him. We was moving into a new phase. This is when the gays and the lesbians and all that stuff was coming out, and everybody was talking about, how they felt, and, they felt better, the guys, if he wanted to be a girl and the girl wanted to be a guy, and all of this kind of stuff. So these producers and directors came to Dr. Phil and say, you got to do something more because the numbers is dropping. You gonna remember he was gone for a minute. If you remember, his show was off the air. Then when he came back on, he was bringing on wives that was cheating and doing bogus shit to their husbands, and husbands that was doing bogus shit to their wives, and parents that was doing bogus shit to their kids, to their children. And it was literally, it just got crazier and crazier. Every time you saw, it just got crazier and crazier. I never understood why it got that crazy till I was on the show. And when me and my daughter was on, they came out to our house. So when you see us, those of you that see, when it first came on, that was my house. That was our house when I was married. And they came out to the house and they filmed, and they would be like, okay, Gina, be harder. They wanted you to be the worst that you can be. And then, like, the topic of the show was pushy moms. I never knew. They never told us out of all three pushy moms, they was going to do a vote to see who was the worst, pushiest mom. And it wound up being me. I wound up getting voted the number one pushiest mom. But it wasn't really that. It was that I was doing my thing, and I wasn't scared of Dr. Phil. Everybody else was scared of him. He let you do whatever. And they cut out a lot of the shit of me standing up to him and telling him, like it is. They cut a lot of that out, and that's what they do. They cut a lot of it out because they even told me they're like, Gina, okay, we understand, you're a strong woman and this and that, but Dr. Phil's the host and you can't shadow him. They don't want you to look good, which is what happened with the Catch Me Outside girl and a lot of the other people on that show that wind up going viral. They wind up going viral because what they do is, honey, they put you in a room. The producers or directors or whoever, or the interns come in there in this room and they tell you how they want you to act. If you're not acting meaner enough, they'll tell you, no, that ain't gonna work. We need you to act meaner. If you ain't acting messy enough, they tell you, no, this ain't messy enough. So they coach you. The Catch Me Outside girl, she went viral and became rich over acting. She was acting. They told her to do that. And the worse it gets, the worse you act, that's the more ratings and viewers for them. Because nobody's gonna go flick over to Maury when you got this little girl out here acting an ass and her mom saying she can't do nothing with. They laughed all the way to the bank. That's the only difference. They laughed all the way to the bank. The Catch Me Outside girl and Paris Hilton and Dr. Phil. I don't blame them. I didn't know that, but I don't blame them. I would. Because Dr. Phil has, and he should have a lot of other lawsuits. For one, he's not a real doctor. He's a pretend doctor. He's a TV doctor. He's not a real doctor. And Dr. Phil has ruined a lot of people's lives. And y'all know that, and y'all see that with just a lot of the shows he do, especially those shows where there was molestation, child abuse, parental abuse. They literally pimped them families out and did what I told. They just chopped mans and cut mans, off, where I was checking him and telling him the real deal, Holyfield. And like I said, I went on there because my daughter wanted the model, and she never could make up her mind whether or not she wanted the model or whatever. Another part they cut out. There was one of the other mothers that was on my show. Her daughter was a singer. Sing her ass off. Wound up making it big after that. She wound up getting a record deal and everything. The little girl could sing her ass off. The other girl, she was a pageant. When she did pageants, she wasn't really into the pageants. She was one of those girls that did the pageants and everything just because her mom wanted her to do the pageants. That was the reason why she did the pageants. So the little girl that was singing, she said when Dr. Phil tried to make it like her mom was forcing her into this and all of this stuff, that little girl got up there and that little girl said, "This is my heart. This is my soul. Anything that my mother does, she does to push me because she know this is my dream and I want this and I want this so bad." I'm paraphrasing, but this is what this little girl got on camera and she said, and it shut down everything that Dr. Phil and them tried to say when they was trying to say her mom was forcing her. It shut all that shit down, right? So when my daughter got up there and she said, my mom would make me, when some weekends I want to go and I want to just go play with my friends and have fun with my friends, my mom would make me go to practice. Well, you damn right. And I told Dr. Phil, I said, Dr. Phil, so every other child, damn well you ain't gonna say this to every other child star. I said, do you think when Beyonce started, do you think that when Macaulay Culkin, come on now, we know Macaulay Culkin was a baby when he got started. I said, so you mean to tell the days that they wanted to quit, that you think that their parents was going to let them quit and they got contracts signed and they got all of this? My daughter, I know she could have been huge. And you'll see the clip where he says, "Wasn't you a model?" And I was a model. I used to model when I was younger. And he said, "Didn't your mom make you model?" And I said, "Yeah. I was forced to do it." But there was days that I didn't want to get up to go and practice, and there was days that I didn't want to do shows as well. And my mother, and she had every right, I don't blame her. Now that I'm a mother, I blamed her back then. But my mother was like, "I'm paying for this shit. You wanted to be in it. You asked to be in it. I'm paying for it. Get your ass up and go down there and go to practice." You can't do anything, because these kids always claiming, they're always saying, "I want this, and this. Oh, I really want this. Oh, Mom, I'll do anything. Dad, I'll do anything to model, to act, I'm just telling the truth, because I've been in this business for a long time. They'll tell you, "I'll do anything. I promise I'm a," and then you go as a parent. And most of the parents that get involved in this don't have no fucking money, okay? They don't have no fucking money. So they go and family. That's why Beyonce's mom and dad, remember, they sold their house. If you go back and look at how Beyonce got started, her parents sold their house. Her father left his good ass paying job. All this because they put into their daughter's career. And you don't think the times that she wanted to stop, that her mom and dad said, "Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no." So that was the way it was with my daughter. She didn't want to go. I'd be like, "Oh, hell no, you going now." A lot of the stuff, they pushed it. We pushed it. What black mama gonna make her daughter clean the goddamn house in some fucking high heels? We don't even do no shit like that. We're gonna make her ass clean the house. We'll make her ass clean the house butt ass naked with no shoes on, as long as our motherfucking house is clean. That's what us mothers do. But that was some white folks, so they wanted and all of that. But after the other girl talked, and after to say to them, I wanted to tell them, that's really genuinely how I feel. I said, well, Cindy, you should have just said that. You should have just told them how you feel. But you have to understand that when these kids are growing up and they're put in front of that, they don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to, and they get contracts and shit, huge contracts, a lot of money, you know, and to do this stuff, and then for them to tell their mom or their dad, I don't want to do it because I want to go play, you fucking crazy. And let me tell you something. I wind up going on, y'all remember when Tyra Banks had her show? Hi, Eric. And we basically, we talked about the same thing. And Tyra Banks was telling me, if your daughter really want to model, if she really wants to do this, she got to put her all and everything into it. And she said, we don't need no fancy pictures. You don't need none of that. She said, if they ask you for money, run, Forrest, run. And I started teaching other new parents that wanted their kids to get into the industry the right way to do it. The right way to do it. Literally, I used to hold classes at my house and everything. And I got all this attention, mind you, from being on Dr. Phil. And then when all the fuck shit started to happen, when all the fuck shit and everything started to happen, that's when people start realizing, wow, Dr. Phil might be fake. You know, Dr. Phil might be fake. That may not be real. Then that's when people was asking about the other show. I've been on divorce court. I was on divorce court. And all my friends and everybody used to say, Gina, you getting a divorce? And I'm like, girl, we ain't getting no divorce. It's it's fake. It's fake. And to this day, I'm still legally married. When y'all see or hear my last name change, that's when you're gonna know my divorce is final. Okay? That's when you're gonna know my divorce is final. And I'm gonna be really partying it up and all this kind of stuff. He don't want to be with me, but he don't want to not be married to me either. Okay? So, you know, he go and lie and tell everybody else that, you know, we not married, but we're very much still legally married. And but yeah, it was a lot. The boot camp, he sent them to have kids and buried their bodies, to not feeding them, to locking them in their rooms with no commitment. I heard about that. I heard about when he would send those kids away to them that boot camp thing that he had all this money into and everything else, and he was advertised because they was paying him and all this kind of stuff, and that those kids were saying they were there and they didn't eat. A lot of times they wouldn't let them go to bed. They couldn't go to sleep until chores and shit like that was done. I heard about all that, and it was ridiculous. When you get there, though, I'm gonna tell you, you know the real deal, Holyfield. But like I said, it's all a facade. It's another reality show. They looking to make a lot of money. They was looking to make a lot of money. He did actually make a lot of money, but Dr. Phil had to get grimy to do it. That's what people don't understand, you know. He wind up having to get grimy in order for him to make it. Otherwise, his show would have gotten taken down because Maury Povich and a lot of the other shows was already grimy. Maury's was been grimy. We just liked it, that shit. Every time we get on there and they do that damn test, and that test would come back that it didn't belong to dude, and the girl go running and the camera follows her all the way back. We love that shit. We love that shit. And that's, you know, basically how it is now. You know, the messier it is, the more attention it gets. When it's something that's good, when Dr. Phil was good and on the straight and narrow and everything, he wasn't making no money. He was losing. they were losing their viewers and everything else. That's why you see these motherfuckers on here. They get runchier and runchier. They get messier and messier, all because it's about the numbers. It's about the numbers. Can we get some more thumbs up? We got 8 people watching. Half of the folks saying, Miss Gina, yeah, you own it, you own it. And the other half is like, I'm just peeking in, and but like I said, that's the way, that's how it is. That's how it is. If I wanted to, I used to have people calling me, emailing me, stalking me every day after I left the Dr. Phil. Some of them was good, some of them was, I ain't gonna lie, some of them was bad. Some folks go, you should be ashamed of yourself making that girl clean up and do her chores in high heels. You should be ashamed. Clean up your own house and man. When I tell you, they was giving me the business. Some of them, and some of them wasn't. Others, it was like, wow, I applaud you, because being in this business, it is serious, work. You gotta be, you gotta be serious about it. And I could have literally got numbers through the roof just off of that alone. Just with Dr. Phil had literally thousands upon thousands that did that poll when he asked the question, who is the pushiest mom? I didn't even know I got voted most pushiest mom until one of the other moms told me. One of the other moms said to me, Gina, I said, what? She says, did you know you won? I said, won what? She said, the poll for most pushiest mom. I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? I didn't know. I didn't know. So that's the little trick shit that they do on these reality shows. So when you be hearing these other reality stars like the Housewives and hip hop and all, and they tell you, yeah, I didn't know that the producer was gonna put my aunt on there, or find my mother, or like they did that other girl and went and found her children and they do fuck shit like that. They do fuck shit like that because that gives them more ratings, and they want the shock value, so they don't tell you. They don't tell you. It's crazy. I used to love Sally Jessy Raphael. Yeah, Sally Jessy Raphael was the shit, but she even started getting messy. Remember, Sally, her show. No, not Sally Jessy Raphael. Sally Jessy Raphael, she was straight with her red glass and everything else. I'm thinking about the other white lady. Her show was the one that had got shut down because she had the 2 guys on there, and the other guy got on there to confess his love to his friend. And back then the gay stuff wasn't out, and it wasn't flamboyant like it is now. And that man killed that man. He went and found him and he killed him. He murdered him because he was embarrassed. And that's when her show got taken off. It got snatched. Hey, Tanya. But it's a lot of those talk shows and, those court shows and different stuff like that I used to love to do and everything. But baby, like I said, it's different. It's different. It's not the same anymore. It is different. All right. Am I talking? No, nope, it wasn't Ricky Lake. It wasn't Ricky Lake. I'll know her name. When it comes to me. Soon as it comes to me, I'm gonna tell you guys. But it wasn't Ricky. What the hell? What was her name? Hell, I can't think of it right now. But she was a blonde lady, talk show host. She was out there then with Sally Jessy Raphael, Maury, all of them. Even when Ricky Lake was on there, she was on there then. She was back then. She was real popular. Show was real popular back then, but I just can't think of the name. one of my clients. All right, I gotta send him a message. Gotta send my client a message. Look, already, before I even get to work, I already got clients contacting me, y'all. They not playing. They are not playing. Okay, let me. I'm trying to clock in, you guys, because I'm here early. I'm here early. That's okay. I don't need to see the other people. I told you I'm always beating them here, no matter what. But that's okay. But yeah, like I was saying, that's how it works. Jenny Jones. That's it. That's it. Tamika said, you talking about Ricky Lake. You got it. Tamika. Jenny. Rochelle. Thank you. Jenny Jones. That was it. Remember when Jenny Jones used to be the shit? Jenny Jones used to be the shit. And then she started getting reckless. Remember, she just started getting reckless. And then when she damn, I got all kind of windows open. When she wind up having the guy on there that had the crush on his friend, he killed that man. Went to his house and killed, and she took the backlash from that. They wasn't playing. All right, you clocked in at 11:46. All right, I clocked in. Yeah, she took the backlash from all of that, honey. They were saying how she was wrong. She should have told him. Like, you know, the family and them was talking about suing. I think they did sue the show. When I tell you that it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And then when other people start seeing the attention that her show got, and because everything went viral stuff, but then they decided to take it off because it was really bad for the whole company. It was so the whole production, and so they had to take her off. They took her off. She never came back from that. When y'all, after that, did we ever see her again? Nope. We didn't see her on anybody else's talk show. We didn't see her doing movies or commercials, or when that tragedy went down and everything, she was gone. She just disappeared. And then what happens? What happens after that? It just starts getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Everybody just started getting more and more ratchet. Everybody just started acting a freaking fucking fool, and they made a lot of money. Just plain and simple as that. They wind up making a hell of a lot of money. And they still making a lot of money doing the same fuck shit. If you listen and pay attention to all these love and hip hop housewives, this and that, when they leave, when they say we're leaving, you know the reason why they leave? Hey Ariel, hey Tanya, the reason why they wind up leaving and saying they quit, it ain't because of what another co-host or another actor, because they all actors and actresses did. It's always some shit that production did, because production will dig your mama out of grave if it's going to get them some ratings. I'm just telling you the truth. They will dig your dead mama out the grave if it's going to hit a nerve. They will go looking for your abusive husband and say he just wanted to say he was sorry. He just wanted to tell you that he didn't mean it no more, but they'll put the storyline out on how the motherfucker beat you to death and forced you to do all kind of, shit, because that's all for the show. So my eyes is getting watery. You guys, y'all know my eyes stay watery because my allergies. So it's watering up under here. But that's the shit that's what they do. That's the stuff that they do. That's why they ask you a whole bunch of stuff. You notice when those of you, if you've ever been on a talk show, if you ever did TV, if you ever did, you always talk to a number of producers first before you get to the real deal, Holyfield. And they say, let me ask you a few questions. And they ask you a few questions. Then they say, let's Skype. Oh, they say, oh, I think you'll be amazing for this. I want you to meet and talk to my associate producer. And if my associate producer likes you, when can you leave? When can you leave? Because this is gonna be a go. This is what they do. I'm telling you what they do. Then the associate producer start asking you questions. And they ask you questions all about yourself, your family, your husband or boyfriend or significant. They ask you all these questions. And the reason why they ask you all these fucking questions, because they might use them later down the line. And everybody that you mention, they want name, email, and phone number. Because at some point, they gonna call them. And a lot of the women's and a lot of them literally have sold their soul to the devil, because they didn't think that it was going to turn out like that. They go and they look and they be like, damn. Wow, they really did that. They really brought my ex on here. They really, you and your children or whatever could be having issues and stuff, and they'll go and try to bring them on and all kind of stuff. That when I tell you the music industry and this acting and shit, and these reality, it used to be music industry and it just used to be, acting. If you wanted to become an actress and you did, and everybody knew about the couch, and if you didn't make it off the couch, you wasn't getting put in a movie or a TV show. And now it is reality TV, because reality TV is blowing them all out the water. You see now, when you got thriving music artists and all of these other folks that's been thriving and been making money and still make money, and all of a sudden you see them motherfuckers on a reality show, that's because they getting paid a hell of a lot more on that reality show than their music is bringing in. That's the reason why they do it. It's crazy. Hey, Faith. Hey there. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, cloud people. Good afternoon, folks that's in the bushes. Good afternoon. Let's see who else we got. Just good afternoon, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. I just got here to work. I'm waiting to see if the other girls is gonna show up. I got a couple clients and stuff. I hope today be a fast day. It goes by quickly. Where are you off to, Miss Jenny? Work. I see my name tag. I gotta go to work, girl. I gotta go and rent some apartments. I gotta go help people get into their places. Man, before I even got here, that's why I was looking at my phone. I already got clients calling me already, texting me and stuff, because everybody's trying to move. The moratorium and everything. Some people already got evicted, and other people trying to hurry up again because the community, even though they stopped it, we know it, but it ain't stopped. The process is still went to the courts. They still been sent to the courts, and so these people are all trying to find some place to go. So literally, I'm at work. I'm at my office. I'm at my other office. I'm at my main office, not my private office. So I'll be here till 5 o'clock. Then after 5, honey, it is gonna be after work tea time, party time. Okay, that's what we gonna do. But anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. I like sharing those stories with you guys, especially because a lot of people don't know. And when they think about getting on these shows, they don't know the aspect of it and everything that you got to do. Oh, she's here. So it's great telling you guys and showing you guys. Anyway, we'll chat again soon. Okay? I love you guys. Peace. God bless, and ta-ta for now.